Say, sing was what I knew.
We will start at 7 o'clock as we got a little bit delayed. So 7 o'clock we will go live on the webcast plus here physically in the Nobel Museum. So a few more minutes before we kick off. So we actually have 1 minute to webcast, so soon we will begin. It worked. Perfect. Welcome all of you that is here physically in this wonderful Nobel Museum, and also all of you that is on the live webcast online. Welcome to this 2018 Ericsson Innovation Award. I hope that all of you are prepared for a fantastic evening. And my name is Sofie Elving, and I will be your host tonight. And I'm definitely look forward to the result of the jury for this award. And I actually got a sneak peek on the pitches this afternoon. And I can promise the students have worked super hard to get here and to get to this grand final, all of the 4 teams that we will see of here today. That's lovely. But before we announce the winners, we have some interesting speakers here today with us. And I will start to present Pia Johansson, who is a curator at the Nobel Museum, and she will talk a little bit more about the Nobel Museum. Please.
Thank you. And all of you, again, warmly welcome to Nobel Museum. It's a great pleasure for us to be able to host this award evening with Ericsson. Coming to our museum and coming into the rooms where we talk about daily the Nobel Prizes, we've been in this building, the former stock exchange building here in Stockholm, since 2001. And the reason was to celebrate the 100 years of awarding Nobel Prizes. So this gives you a little perspective, innovators, you young creative people of our great ideas that are here tonight. And we are also having the presence of the founder, the donor, Alfred Nobel. He's right here with us. And he had this wish in his last will that everything he owned, all different assets, should be sold. The money put into a fund and the interest used for prize money annually within the following fields, categories: physics, chemistry, physiology, medicine, literature, and peace. And his greatest wish, I think, that we all agree with, is that the innovation or discovery should confer for the best benefit for mankind. Coming to our museum tonight, we hope that you will have a little extra inspiration, and I also heard this great words with the work of the students that are here today. And we are so much looking forward to what will be presented here tonight. So enjoy the evening together with us here at Nobel Museum. Thank you.
Thank you, Pia. And with those words, I want to hand over to and invite Matthias Fyrenius, the CEO of Nobel Media, on the stage to talk a little bit more about the collaboration between Nobel Media and Ericsson and what you actually do.
Or can I talk about what I want? Or
yeah, let's
there's
see.
so many exciting things to talk about here today. Fantastic to see so many of you here, and again, a warm welcome to the Nobel Museum. As Pia said, this is a kind of a celebration of excellence, and I mean the Nobel Prizes. What does it stand for? It's a huge party for celebrating the greatest brains of the world and the greatest achievements of the world. And that is kind of obvious. But I actually also think it's a celebration of passion. It's a celebration of courage. And I think it's fair to say it's a celebration of failures. Because if you talk to the Nobel laureates and ask them what they have really been doing in their life, they often say passion. They have invested a lot of passion in what they're doing. And of course, they have been successful. But they also always mention the word failures and how important it is to actually embrace failures as well. Because it's a question of daring, a question of being brave enough to invest the time you need, to invest the resources you need to really reach success. And I think that I have had the pleasure of being part of the jury here earlier today. And for me, it's very, very obvious that what we have seen here today is very much a question of passion and excellence. Hopefully not too much of failures, but of people that have invested a lot in their ideas. And I think that is what we at Nobel stands for, and that is what we want to sort of give to the world and try to get people all across the globe to be more interested in science, in research, in literature, in peace-related topic. And I think it is also one of the reasons why we have chosen to collaborate with Ericsson, because we want to work with companies that share those values, that see the value of innovation, that see the value of progress, and also see the value of failures, and see the value of courage. And I think that what we will see here today, the Ericsson Innovation Awards, is actually a very, very good example of that. When a company like Ericsson is saying that we want the best and the brightest students and brains globally to come up with innovative ideas that can change the world, hopefully to the better. And in this case, the theme has been the future of truth. And I cannot think of a more important theme for us here at the Nobel Museum to discuss, and now we'll be able to see some good examples how you can approach that topic.
It sounds great, and especially the ones, what about failure? I think that's one of the important part in this, and especially from my area, which is research, basically, so that's very good to hear. Do you have any kind of sneak peeks or no? But what do you feel about the candidates? You have seen like a lot of hard work.
I think you will all get a chance to see and hopefully meet the candidates. But I think it's obviously a very, very strong group of candidates. I was told that there were 1,444 applicants for this innovation awards, and just to be part of those. That group of 4 to be here, I mean, is an amazing achievement in itself.
I agree.
I think you will see an interesting diversity, both from a sort of geographical perspective. I think you will see a diversity in terms of how they have interpreted the quest for finding the future of truth. So there are actually 4 rather different innovations, 4 different teams. And I think I speak for all the jury that we really loved all 4 of them. So we have had a great time this afternoon, and I'm sure that you all will have a very nice time meeting them here tonight.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthias. And next, I would like to invite Patrick Masterton, who is the CEO of Epicenter, and you will get this mic. Please tell us a little bit more about Epicenter and what you do and your purpose.
Thank you very much. Thanks so much for having us part of this great event and for having me part of the jury. It's very nice. So my name is Patrick Masterton, proud to be here. I'm one of the founders and CEO of a digital innovation house in Stockholm called Epicenter. And what we do is that we work with digital scale-ups and large established corporates like Ericsson and others, where we're looking at how we can drive innovation together by unlocking the potential and the power of we in an environment that's quite unique in Stockholm. So we have a high density of around 400 companies that are all interested in collaborating around innovation, which is of course very, very important as we live in exponential times.
Do Do you have an example on how you do this with the students or companies and so on?
So we, of course, think and understand that entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs of large organizations will be the architects of the future, because as things are growing and technology is developing at exponential speed, we need to work together to collaborate to make Stockholm stronger. And what we do then is that we help large corporations run innovation labs, so they have the opportunity to change the speed of how they develop things, but also where they can get support by some really fantastic business builders to work with cultural change internally. Because large corporations and smart corporations realize that their biggest assets is, of course, their own staff, but also that you want your own staff to give the best ideas to your own company and not go away to do that somewhere else. And as many companies also are quite hierarchically shaped, where talent can be anywhere in the organization. We want to find a way to unlock all of that talent inside the organization. There's a fantastic example. Do you know what Brad Pitt, Sharon Stone, and Barack Obama have in common? Nope. They all used to work at Burger King. So it's very important to think about that when you look at talent in your organization, is to give them an avenue. And that's what we try to do through Epicenter. Very practically, that we're in an 8-week sprint, you get to develop your own venture internally within an organization. That's one example of how we work with innovation.
And how can the results look like afterwards? How do you kind of see
that?
So
there's two things we measure. We, of course, measure them in terms of the fulfillment of the person that has gone through the lab, because very important from a cultural change is that innovation is not something that you can order. It's not like you would say, I want an ABBA in Q2 and then I want to have a Rolling Stone in Q3. You have to really create the right soil for building companies. Yeah. And that starts with, of course, having the attitude and the tools to build businesses. So we measure on the side of, would you recommend the lab to someone else after you've gone through that? Okay. And what is the effect when you use the tools that have been applied into your daily job? And then, of course, we look at innovation as such. Have they implemented what we actually then discover together in the labs?
Sounds very interesting. Just another question. You talked about attitudes. What's the most kind of basic or important attitude to have when you come there, when you come to your place?
Yeah, so when we look at development and entrepreneurship, we look at three things. We look at business model. We want it to be a sound business model. We look, of course, at technology, applying that to it, because that drives scale. But then mindset and attitude is extremely important. I think one of the biggest hurdles to unlocking innovation is organizational cultures and sort of the whole mindset. So we look at really having something we call a growth mindset. Do I see an opportunity in something, or do I start with a problem? And how can I apply that opportunity into a solution that I'm looking for?
Good. Sounds great, actually. Just what I wanted to hear. Is there anything else you want to add to this?
No, but I think it was a pleasure to be part of the jury. I think that the type of inventions that we have been seeing today are the ones that can affect millions. And I think that sort of in terms of scale and the power of the inventions and the innovations that you will hear today, I think that's very, very, very positive. So we very much look forward to revealing this very shortly to you, how these companies or these students have placed themselves.
Okay, sounds great, and that's also the most important part of this. Okay, thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
So as we heard here earlier, we had more than 1,400 teams registered in this competition, and in the regionals, it would narrow down to 15 actually, and 4 teams are now here today in the grand final. So, and it's also truly kind of international competition with teams from the US, China, India, and Senegal, and that's really interesting to hear and see what kind of different solutions and ideas they have come up with and start to work with, basically. So. To continue, we will have our next speaker, Sedar Sain, up on stage. But before that, we will see a little video around the business model, business innovation at Ericsson. So please go ahead, show the video.
The water volume in my shower is based on the city's consumption patterns, so it's automatically recycled within each building's filtration system. and all excess water is traded back onto the city marketplace.
My coffee machine talks to my alarm clock. My fridge orders milk before I run out. And my online food store in the virtual mall syncs with my shopping list, fridge, and others who live in my house.
So my windows, they have these little invisible solar panels that generates a surplus of energy each month, and I automatically give that away to charity.
My hydrogen car drives itself. It's connected to both the traffic system and all the other cars on it, effectively ending all traffic jams and accidents.
My food comes from enormous urban farms that soar 50 stories into the sky. Each plant has its own wireless sensor that communicates needs in terms of water, lighting, and temperature.
All the food I produce is logged via an app to the distributors in my area. All food is accounted for and sold. Nothing is wasted.
You know what's great? My phone can identify an exact product, order it, and have it delivered within a few hours.
My virtual doctor can diagnose most injuries remotely and then automatically prescribe treatments and remedies.
My app can translate languages in real time, so it eliminates all language barriers.
My 70-year-old grandfather has daily face-to-face conversations through a simple interface with me, his friends, and with my family, even though we're miles apart from each other.
Before, I had less time to connect with people close to me, and now, thanks to the time saved by new tools, by connectivity, I can eat dinner with my kids, watch old films with my wife, and play soccer with my friends.
My park is lit by artificial sunlight. The trees have, like tiny wireless streams of fiber running through their trunks that sort of organically adapt like nature, which give coverage to where it's needed the most.
All of the stories you've just heard are based on Ericsson employees' visions of the networked society in 2030. What's yours?
And with that, I would like to invite Sedar up on stage. And you come from Business Innovation Organization in Ericsson. So please tell us more about what you do and how you change the world.
Well, in business innovation, we focus on launching new businesses on the emerging areas, right, for our customers and for ourselves as well. So actually, to address your question, I have a 1-hour speech. So if you don't mind, I'll go over that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
I'm sure they're going to enjoy it a lot. So it's
perfect.
All right. First, I want to start by thanking everybody making this event happen. I think all the students here had a lot of fun. I've been with them last 3 days, right? It's been a great journey for all of us. We received about 1,400 submissions this year, and it's been a pleasure and a great challenge for us to review and select the finalists that are here today. All EIA contributors, mentors, and finalists, would you please raise your hands? Can we get a big round of applause for this great team? Thank you. Today, I want to talk to you about why innovation is so important to me and my colleagues at Ericsson, and especially give you an example where we have used a new technology to save lives. Innovating is fun and exciting, but getting an innovation successfully to the market can be really challenging. But when you do that, it's very fulfilling as well, especially for an innovation that is for a verticose. Let me give you an example. You may have heard about Internet of Things or IoT. In Ericsson, we believe that everything that can benefit from being connected will be connected. That's tens of billions of things. We created a technology with other leaders in the industry that provides long-range connectivity with years of operation on a small battery. It is called narrowband IoT. It uses very clever radio techniques that very clever people came up with. It is a great innovation itself, and it will be used to connect a lot of systems, water, remote farms, sensors, and so on. While this technology was being developed, a colleague of mine, Mr. Bo Zong from Ericsson China, was concerned about thousands of lives lost every year due to landslides all around the world. Ericsson provided him with means to build a prototype, and he approached the China Geological Society to collaborate and further develop his idea. The sensor that he developed will detect land movements early, will broadcast messages to the people in harm's way, giving them sufficient time to escape and saving thousands of lives that way. Now we are incubating his idea, and we are soon starting the trials with an operator, with a major operator. Later this evening, we will hear from our finalist teams, each with a brilliant idea to make the world a better place with Future of Truth. Detecting fake news so that people are not misinformed and discussions are based on facts, not conjecture. Creating a platform for authentic and trustworthy reviews so that we can buy with trust and share our reviews with benefit. Using augmented reality to build labs in developing countries so the students can do experiments which will otherwise be too costly. Creating easily understandable summaries of terms and conditions which will otherwise, we don't read at all. I can only say, and I think the judges said the same thing, right? They had a very hard time selecting a winner between these wonderful ideas. For me, innovation does not really get any better than these, and that's why I work on innovation myself, and I support Ericsson Innovation Awards to the best of my ability. I hope all of our young and upcoming colleagues here that are, who are with us today will continue to work in innovation in their future careers as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Sidar.
Wasn't too long.
Sorry?
I hope it wasn't too long.
No, it was perfect. Thank you. While Sidar is leaving the stage, I would like to invite our next speaker, who is Amelie von Zweigbergk from Teknikföretagen. And Amelie will talk a little bit more on what you do at Teknikföretagen and basically how it connects to innovation.
Perfect. Well, talk about technique. Do you know how to switch pictures? Perfect. Some kind of magic. Perfect. Well, my name is Amelie von Zweigbergk, and I'm so very happy to be here with you this specific night. So I represent an employer organization called Teknikföretagen. We're the organization for tech companies here in Sweden, and we now have something like 3,900 different companies in Teknikföretagen. But I won't make you really tired on me talking about this specific organization, because I am really here on a manhunt. And don't misunderstand me, I'm not a cannibal. But Swedish tech industries, we need to employ more than 50,000 people within 10 years, the coming 10 years. And well, the problem really is that it's the same situation for almost all other branches, such as construction, care, commerce, education, and so on. So it's a really difficult task to get all these people into the tech industry. So really, we need to be more attractive. And to be more attractive, I think we can't go on trying to attract the usual suspects, really. I used to call them the toaster children. And what do I mean with the toaster children? Well, you know the situation. I think many of you maybe have small children out there, and you come home and you will find your little 3-4-year-old sitting on the floor in the kitchen having totally demolished your toaster, okay? And parent number 1 will say, "Stop! You crazy kid! Don't do that. Stop immediately." Okay? Then we have parent number 2. "Wow! Do you know what makes the bread slice jump out? I think it's this little spring here on the floor." Yeah, you know, that makes the trick. So there we have the not-to-be engineer kid, and we have the small junior engineer kid. And of course, most toaster children, they tend to have toaster engineering parents, okay? So if we would like to have more engineers, more creative people, we need to present this specific skill to more children. And of course this means girls, it means youngsters of different backgrounds, etc., etc. So we from Teknikföretagen, we have this attempt to get more youngsters into the world of tech, and I will show you a short film about Therese Lindgren, which is our campaign to get more children, especially young girls, into the world of tech. So please.
Okej, kom följ med. Att jag blev fönad på salong och applicera.
This is Therese Lindgren, Sweden's most popular YouTuber and every tween girl's big sister. And she's here to make you an engineer. Let's take it from the start. This is the Association of Swedish Engineering Industries. 3,900 technology companies that make up 1/3 of Sweden's total export. And they have a huge challenge. By the year 2030, they need to recruit over 100,000 new tech talents. But today, only 1 out of 10 choose to study technology in high school. And out of them, just 16% are girls. Why is that? Obviously, girls need a new kind of role model. Someone like Therese Lindgren. She's not your typical engineer, which is a good thing.
Jag vet inte ifall ni känner till det, men jag är ju nästan färdigutbildad systemutvecklare. Jag har ungefär en termin kvar innan jag kan kalla mig för systemutvecklare.
This is Therese's Tech Takeover, a mini-series in her own YouTube channel where she encourages girls to have fun with technology and inspires them to choose the technology program in high school. This is the comments section. The first season of the show had over 1 million views, reaching all 15-year-old girls in Sweden before starting high school. It even made its way into classrooms all over the country as teaching material. Therese's Tech Takeover empowers a whole new generation of girls by challenging stereotypes about engineers, proving that tech geniuses come in many forms. And yes, it's been renewed for a second season.
Ses i nästa avsnitt. Puss och kram, vi ses på stan. Hej då.
So, and this film is about 4 months old, and now we have 3 million views on Therese's Takeover. And we also had an impressive numbers of Swedish young women getting into tech educations. It's a rise, I think it is 5 or 6%, so it's huge. Well, I would just like to end up with saying that Sweden, of course, is amazing when it comes to innovation, and that's why you're here. Very welcome. I was in the jury for another innovation competition for youngsters, 17, 18 years old Swedish youngsters, called the Zipper. And the 4 best innovation from these very young people were crutches that do not fall when leaning towards the table because they had some sticky material on them, okay? A dishwasher for mobile homes. You know, every time you have a tent and you would like to have a dishwasher. An app that finds the sales designed especially for you when you enter a mall, and some specific small coffee tablets as effervescent tablets for people out camping and who would like a really good cup of coffee. You could just put this tablet into water and it will be an amazing cup of coffee, you know? So many ideas, so many ways to make life better, funnier, healthier, and more environmentally friendly. So just we all together get more children into tech. We will find more fantastic ideas, and we will change the world and our way of living. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amelie. Such an important topic, and I'm really loving what you do with Therese Lindgren video. And I actually have 2 toaster girls at home. They're very good at destroying stuff, not as good in putting together stuff again. But let's see, maybe that comes with age also. Oops. Something broke here, live. Interesting. Well, very soon we will announce the winners of the 2018 Ericsson Innovation Award. But before that, our CEO, Börje Ekholm, has sent us a message, a video, because he couldn't join us here, unfortunately, tonight. So I want you to watch the message, and then we will come back to the announcements. Go ahead.
Welcome everyone. We're so grateful to see so many coming here at the Nobel Museum, but also online. Ericsson and Nobel Museum have been collaborating for years to drive innovation and see innovation come through. For us as a company, technology leadership is the foundation of our strategy. That requires us to lead in innovation. That's why innovation for us is something that we have to drive across the whole company in all parts, whether it's R&D, whether it's networks, emerging business, digital services, or managed services. Innovation will make us stay competitive today, but even more importantly so for the future. You know, one of our mantras within the company is the quest for easy. But this year, Ericsson Innovation Awards Challenge is far from easy. The future of truth is something that's discussed widely across many forums and something that's not easy to address. And so thank you for making the effort here in addressing that. And you see the students here will be the top 4 teams out of more than 1,400 teams globally that have participated. Congratulations to the teams. You should all be very, very proud. You will shortly see their ideas presented. But until then, I want to wish you all good luck. And more importantly, I really hope to see your ideas come live on the market. Thank you all and good luck.
Thank you, Börje. And as Börje mentions in this video, innovation is the backbone and kind of the heart of Ericsson, basically, and that's something we truly prioritized and invest in. And as he also says, we will get the presentations now of the different teams that is in the grand final. So we will watch a video for each team, 4 of them, plus a short video on the last year's winners as well, to put in perspective, basically. Okay, so let's look into the first team, and that's Alfred.
We are Team Alfred. We're building an AI-powered information concierge. Our product is a browser extension that pays attention to what you're reading online and uses machine learning to flag misleading information and recommend alternative content. We do this using state-of-the-art natural language processing algorithms that target fake, biased, and sponsored news, online and on social media. For the price of a few cups of coffee, Alfred can protect you against misinformation for an entire year.
Our team's been writing software for over 11 years and building machine learning systems for over 5. We're releasing a browser extension this summer and a mobile solution later in the year. Get Alfred and protect the future of truth.
And the next video is from Team Open Sesame.
Do you often shop online? Do you find that some comments are not credible, that some scores are difficult to refer to, and that you always buy things that does not meet your expectations? The false information on the C2C platforms like Amazon and Alibaba has become a serious problem.
Open Sesame will solve this problem. We will use blockchain to build a transparent shopping mall. Everyone have access to all the unchangeable real-time transaction information. Through public participation and platform supervision, false information will disappear.
At the same time, everyone will increase his personal influence through credits, real and interesting comments, and then become a professional buyer of our platforms, and then he will be recommended to the others. You will make choice based on the real feedbacks from the others and get an amazing experience on our platform from different cultural backgrounds and different professional fields. Open Sesame, buy with trust, share with benefit.
The next video is from team number 3, and that's Own Labs.
Hello, we are Team Own Labs. My teammate and I come from the University of Ziguinchor and the Polytechnical School of Dakar in Senegal. We want to change the world by using virtual reality to allow access to practical work for students who do not have laboratories in their schools, and so cannot realize experiments in fields like physics, chemistry, and biology. Utilizing a smartphone and a virtual reality headset, you can analyze DNA, combine and mix different elements, and even do some nuclear fission. All of this is done without any risk to the environment. And with this technology, we seek to change the world. If we win, we have to make a real impact for future generations.
And last but not least, the 4th video comes from Team TLDR.
In their lifetime, people don't have time to read all the documents they sign. Even when they do want to read, they are faced with hard to understand jargon.
Not reading customer agreements can mean rejection of insurance claims, losing rights on your content online, and even jeopardizing your own privacy. We at TLDR are to change that. Our solution uses machine learning techniques to generate a short and easy to understand summary of your document so that you know for what you are signing up for.
We hope that our product makes contracts more transparent and helps customers make better choices. This is Team TLDR, Customer Agreements Simplified.
I think there is 4 great ideas, and I'm really looking forward to hear the result there. But before we do that, I'll kind of again keep you waiting. We will look at last year's winner, the future of food, basically, to get it a little bit perspective on what who won last year and what we have in the competition this year. So have a look on the last year's winner.
Hi, my name is Ankit Bagadia and I am the member of Team Snap.
We were the winners of the Ericsson Innovation Awards 2017 for the theme The Future of Food. This time it's the future of truth, and I'm delighted that the Ericsson team thought of something this vague and important in our current life. First of all, a hearty congratulations to all the finalists. Ericsson was something that gave us the platform and the credibility that we required to convert Snap into a product for the market. Now I'll request all of you, whether you are the winners or not, to pursue your idea further because they are all brilliant. So all the best for the finals. Cheers.
This is Ekdeep. I was a part of Team Snap, which won the Ericsson Innovation Awards last year. EIA literally changed everything. We have been skyrocketing since then. We got the authenticity required because of EIA. We were able to finally have funding for resources which were needed to escalate the project further. The experience was totally amazing, and all that I wanted to tell you guys is just make the most out of it and just capitalize upon whatever contacts you can build. Just get to know a bunch of people. You will find some amazing people over there, and just enjoy while you're there. Thank you.
Now, are you ready here and are you ready on the webcast? Good. Finally, the time has come to the announcement of the winners. So I would like to invite the jury up on stage because I've heard that you want to announce different orders, but I will kind of lead you or guide you. So please come up here. What we will do is actually to start with the fourth place, then the third place, and then we will see who are the kind of two left, and then we will announce the kind of grand winner. So, who has the envelope for the fourth place? So, please, go ahead.
Thank you very much. It's a great privilege and honor to be able to read the motivation for the first prize of the evening. So, the fourth place. The judges love the trust-building technology demonstrated and the idea that showed great user value for online consumers. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in greeting the fourth place, Open Sesame!
Come up on stage. Congratulations to the fourth prize. So we will continue on to the third prize winners, and then we will call you back on stage when we kind of all finish. Thank you. So, who has the third place envelope?
Okay, so maybe I can just say a few words about myself. Anita Frisell from Ericsson, heading technology development and execution. You were introduced before. So, third one. And the motivation. We in the jury, we thought that this team really demonstrated a way to simplify life in complex situations. And the third place goes to the fantastic team TLDR from India. So welcome up on stage.
Thank you. And we will come back to you as well. Now, we are at the kind of the exciting point. Yes, we have 2 teams left. We have Alfred and Own Labs. And the next team that we present is actually the winner of the 2018 Ericsson Innovation Award. So now we will present the winner.
So a few words about myself. Marina Petrova, I'm an associate professor at KTH and in the area of wireless communication and networking. I'm very pleased to be here, part of the panel that were judging the excellent proposals, and I have the pleasure to actually announce the winner. Right. So the jury loved the simplicity of the idea to help many, especially many young people, find the truth through experimental science and help these many young people to reach their full potential. So this year's Ericsson Innovation Award winner is the team Own Lab. Congratulations.
And congratulations. We also have the first runner-up, and I want you to present the motivation.
Yes, we have a first runner-up, and I think you can already guess who it is. But it makes me very, very happy to welcome on stage, especially in a museum named the Nobel Museum, to call up a team that I think and hope have used that connection in a very clever way. So welcome up on stage, Team Alfred.
So, congratulations to all of you. Can we fit all the winners up here on stage? Can we manage that? Because we actually have one more prize to be kind of presented today. So everybody up on stage. And a big hand, of course. So, come on, come on, come on. Photos, a lot of photos. We actually have the Employees' Choice Prize. So basically we had a number or 1,000 of employees basically voting for the employees' choice. And I will invite Sarah up on stage. There you are, to hand over the prize, because you know who actually won.
Thank you. So every year we have employees around the world who support EIA through mentorship and university engagement. And for the first time ever, we're giving them a voice so that we can give the team who the employees appreciated most a prize. So 2,000 euros goes to Team Open Sesame.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you, and I think this has been an amazing event and an amazing competition. We are super happy to have you here, basically. And for all of you out there on the webcast and also you here, keep an eye open for the next year's competition, and we hope that all the students looking into this online, even you, to kind of enroll again to the 2019 Ericsson Innovation Award. And basically with that, I would like to thank everyone here for this super nice event and joining me here and others, and have a very nice evening with some mingling stuff here. And you need to mingle yourself on the webcast, but I'm sure you will do that perfectly. So make sure we see each other again next year. Thank you, and thank you guys.